think you're gonna eat this whole thing by yourself, or you want to share this with him? It's the largest thing.
You better cut it.
I was gonna warm it, but I don't want two of them.
Yeah, you want.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry for Devin Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to keep for Kansas City. Bust through the tackle. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Mahomes will try again on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. A lane opens here. He's past the...
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Derek Nottie on
The third-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Down by
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down now, Singletary. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Watch the whip. Half 85, half 85.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Coleman has it here right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run with Singletary, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. Not much there, only a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen to throw once more. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to
DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Harrison Butker.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
At the Bills' 7-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
Bills 10.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down. Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10. at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
Allen maybe with a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Point after.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
1-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Chiefs.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
13-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the...
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
For Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just go.
Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Allen, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He finds Coleman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Allen again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 50's the Mike. 50's
One final try here for Allen, and it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Mahomes now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Kansas City.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 42, Bills 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Allen will try again on second down. That's complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Allen. Coleman has it here right side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Incomplete on the jump.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26.
By the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tyreek Hill, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.